Hey, I'm Taylor. Today I am cooking a mushroom and farro soup. The recipe is from Bon Appetit, so hopefully this recipe is delicious, practical, and easy to make, worthy of making the recipe rotation. There really aren't a ton of tools required of this soup, but yeah, I think this recipe is gonna be really practical. You don't have to chop much, and that's usually what takes me the longest when I'm making food, is the prep work. To start, chopping up some garlic, some shallot. So I'm a huge fan of one pot recipes because you just build all the flavor from the base of the pot up, and you don't have to use more than one like cooking device or cooking method or whatever. This recipe says it takes 40 minutes, which is really good for a soup. Celery stalk leaves are delicious. It's like, celery is cool, but people throw away the leaves a lot of the time, and it's like the tastiest part. It's like cilantro when you don't use the stem. So I'm just gonna keep the rest of the celery to the side for now, and when I need the leaves, which is gonna be for garnish at the end anyways, I'll just pull them off and let them rain down from the clouds. I brought this cheese grater from home because our cheese grater is missing in the office right now. Someone stole our cheese grater. If you've seen the Grater Goods cheese grater, call 555-5555 and let us know where it is, please, because we would like to have it back. 1 ounce of cheese. Our garlic's been bloomed. So we've got the shallot in, we've got the mushroom in, and we're gonna cook that down before we start making the broth and the stock for the soup. This is a semolina sourdough from Union Loafers Bakery in St. Louis, Missouri.
Along with a 2/3 cup of dry farro. So farro is the grain we're using. It's gonna kinda provide a similar meatiness as the mushrooms do.
Yeah, so far, I mean, I'm probably like pretty close to an hour in now, but we're getting pretty close to being done. I'm excited about this. I think it tastes really good. So time's good for me. Recipe said it takes 40 minutes, took me an hour. Practicality, things like, are the ingredients easy to come by? Are they pantry ingredients? I think all of those are a thumbs up. Also, I didn't need much to make this recipe. I needed one big pot or a Dutch oven like I use. And taste was there for me. I thought it was rich. I thought it was complex. I thought the farro and mushrooms tasted really awesome in it. So this soup is definitely going into my recipe rotation. But before we make an ultimate conclusion, I want to take it to some coworkers and see what they think too.
Not very appetizing at first, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, the bread is good.
I didn't make that.
It's not as bad as I thought it'd be.
It's good with the bread. The broth is like really nice. It like feels pretty hearty. There's some interesting flavors that all blend together nicely.
I love the mushroom, the texture. I think it's cooked perfectly. Normally, I will not eat celery.
No way.
I feel like anyone who eats celery is old, like, cause I only see my
That's why
dad.
I like celery.
What is a substitute for mushrooms? And then it'd be fine.
Bacon, if it were bacon.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, honestly, the color threw me off.
It's a lot of brown.
I'm all about, yes, lots of browns, looks kind of gooey at first, but it's not. I'm really impressed. It's actually surprisingly very good.
It wasn't as bad as I was expecting. It's not something I would have again. It's the texture.
I want a hearty soup, but I want big chunk. This is like baby chunk.
Kiss.
The garnish, 8 for effort, 0 out of 10 for taste.
So what people thought of this soup around the office was pretty split down the middle, real 50-50 between love it, hate it. And since that seemed to be the break, I'm gonna go ahead and give this recipe a stamp of approval. If this recipe does check all those boxes, we're hoping it's one you might add to your recipe rotation at home too. The recipe's down in the description. And please like and subscribe and come back for another episode of Recipe Rotation. Until next time.